Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Dr. Swiney Jr. coming back at you with another part of the series. This is called, I don't know what it's called to be honest, maybe Modded Knights and Dragons for the long run, or we can come up with a better name later on. Obviously in the last episode we got a shadow forged by easily just opening a chest from Arena that we currently got. Maybe we won't actually get into the modded part just yet. Maybe if we can go around all of the town, all of the map, unlock everything first, and then we start getting into the mod, so we can kind of keep the account for a longer process, so it doesn't just get banned instantly. It's by all means, if you want to do this on your own accord, you can. As soon as you get it, you can just start gem spending or whatever, or however you want to do. This is just a tutorial video, a teaching video on what actually happens and what you can do, you know? If there's anything you've missed or is anything you want me to go back over, I will happily go back over. I do have some knowledge of the game, kind of a lot of knowledge. Not a lot of knowledge, but enough to put me in a position where I know what I'm talking about. But it all comes down to, if you are a new player, feel free to comment or anything, asking questions, and I will try and help you as much as I can. So as you can see, I'm gonna go around the town and I think I'm gonna unlock everything. If you want to see how this works, I can turn it on just for a little bit so you can see, but every time you turn it on, so it does explain sorry, it does explain here, features cannot be disabled once toggled on, restart the game to disable it. So if you want to toggle it, obviously you toggle and it will do your health bar, do your gems, do your money. If you have your city producing money from buildings that you've bought or started building, it will produce them at a much faster rate and speed than it normally does. And obviously when we want to turn it off, then we close the game, reopen the game, and so and so. But overall, I know that this seems fast the way that I'm doing it, but you can, if you want to slow it down for your sake, you can. I do it on a 6x speed. There's the settings, so auto use night special attack, disable epic boss pop up, everything's ticked. It's so you don't have to manually click anything. If you feel like you want to slow it way down, you can always just do this, and this is the speed that it will go to. You can do it 2x, which it speeds a tiny bit up. You manually click all your bottom right bars to do your special attack, to do the pet attack, and then you just manually click. You can do it on 4x, which is still the same, or I'm clicking wrong things now. Where are we? Fire and still. So we'll go back to this. Or you have it on auto, which is a lot easier. It means less tapping on the screen, less clicking, less manually doing stuff, and you can just speed run through all of this, no problem, no hassle, and you get to where you want to be. So it's just stuff like, what did I do? Engage in one friend PvP battle. Let's do this quest really quickly, it's very simple. And you get points for just doing a friend PvP. Complete a quest, get 200 gold, 90 stuff. What we'll try and do is, in between doing like the map progression, we might, do some arena. I have done some testing on this this mod, and I do believe if you leave it on for, like, whilst doing all of this, obviously the health recounters resets whilst you're doing it, and I think it still ticks the same thing. It ticks like, oh well, why is his health resetting, the gold income producing so much and everything, and I think that's what triggers I don't know, people from the higher aboves to know what you're doing. But hopefully, if we keep this off, do the main thing, try and get further in the game before we start doing it. Maybe it will be less likely of a very bannable offense very early. But believe me, so I will show you what will happen, what it can do, what you can and can't do, and it won't be too long before we start doing everything. For maybe a little tease, we do have, where are we? Oh, very fast. We'll do this. Get some gems. Maybe if we do, we'll turn it. Where is it? So if we turn it on like this, then we come along to. Where are we? Maybe we don't have enough for that one. Maybe we do one of these, and we get a fusion thing. Maybe we do one of these, and we get another fusion. So you see what I mean? It's the same thing. Just keep going till maybe. So look, we got one of these. So then we come out of here, we close it, we minimize, we come out of full screen, then we clear, go back into Knights and Dragons, put it back into full screen mode, and hopefully it doesn't just keep closing the game every time. I don't think it should. Hopefully it doesn't. But look, see, when after a few levels or such thing, it's called referred by a friend. This is where, if you want to do the normal version, the full normal version, and you're doing free to play or not free to play or whatever, this will actually give you your very first Shadowforged. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. And then, but because we got a new armor, and you can tell the armor is a lot better, we'll put this one on. I know it looks a little bit dark and a bit cool, so we'll use that. Obviously we still have 200 gems, and we can just keep running through what we're doing already and see where we get to. Hopefully it doesn't trigger it too much. I don't think it will. I think if you maybe, I don't know, maybe spend a very fast amount of gems a day, it might not trigger, but I'm not too sure. I know it might seem like I'm repeating myself a lot, which I do repeat myself a lot. I know if it does get annoying, just tell me. I'm just trying to instill that the right information is coming out and are coming across in a way that people will understand it. I know, and I know this is the grindy part. It gets very boring watching this, and there's not much to talk about. But it just shows you what you can do as a progression standpoint as very early if you are new to this game or coming back and you haven't done much. This is the rule 101 or the guide 101 of what you do in this game, and it's literally you can speed run this. You can do this so fast, it's unreal on how fast you can go from very first stage all the way to the very last. Unlock heroic mode, maybe start doing heroic mode when you have a bit more better armors and stuff. Believe me, even on my main account I am still struggling, not so much struggling, but still I struggle to get the heroic. Maybe I'll spend 100 gems, maybe less, on this area of the heroic on the last 8 stages because it is a little bit tricky. But it's a learning progress. I am full free to play. I watch my daily videos. I watch my daily videos. I do my guild wars. I do my arenas, raids, etc., etc., blitz wars, and so and so. And it's just an overall good way to properly make yourself free to play. You get enough. You get enough gems to do a lot of stuff. You shouldn't feel the need to have to buy gems if you don't want, or forced to buy gems to be the best player, to be this good, to be that good. It's it's completely up to you on how much you want to spend, how much you don't spend, and that. And believe me, you can do this full free to play. There is no reason for you to be spending anything. Watch your daily gems, get in arenas, do guild wars, do whatever, and you'll rack up gems. I think every day you get 30 gems before it's a daily reset. So say if there's 31 days in a month, 30 times 31 is, I think it's 930, and that's 930 instead of spending, where are we? Yes, I know. Okay, I can't do it, but I think 800 gems is £89 or something like this, or whatever it is in your currency. But it's just a lot, and I know 30 days also seems a lot, but each video is 30 seconds. Times that by 30. I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so. 10 minutes or way less, but you see the point of spending 10 minutes max compared to spending, I don't know, £90 of your raw money to get 930 gems when you can just do it each day. It's a lot better in the long run. But this is just how the world works. It's everyone wants you to spend money on games that you think you have to or think you're forced to, but you're not. Let's try and just finish off this one. And where are we? We're on the honor stage. But for the progress that we've made at the moment, we have got 2 good armors, 2 Shadowforged armors, and we're currently on 201 gems with the hack that you've seen just a tiny bit. So hopefully in the next episode we'll try and get a bit further and try and show you a bit more. Hope you're all enjoying so far, and hopefully I can show you a lot more. Peace.